Now, we talked earlier about The Last Dance, and I think one of the things that hasn't been talked about enough, not nearly enough, that hasn't been talked about nearly enough, in my opinion, is who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan? I mean, why is that not a topic? All right, that was some sarcasm. Obviously, everybody talks about that. But I found this really cool chart online. I thought it'd be something cool to talk about today since there's no real sports. Let's enter the debate of who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan. But let's enter it on with these statistics instead of real statistics. So better offensive player, most of the country, 65% of the world thinks that Michael Jordan is a better offensive player than LeBron James, and I would have to agree with that. 59% of the world thinks that Michael Jordan was a better defensive player than LeBron. And I would, I don't know about that one. That one's tough. LeBron can lock a player down. LeBron can guard almost every position on the floor, and Michael could guard a two guard, maybe guard a small forward. But and Michael Jordan never had to take on the best player as a defender on the other team. Scottie Pippen always did that. There was always Dennis Rodman did it. So Michael never had to do that. Michael could be the second or third defensive stopper on his team and be very good at it, be great at it, but never had to be the guy who had to work both sides of the court. And I would say LeBron has had to do that. Better passer, Michael Jordan by 59% is absolutely hogwash. Hogwash. I've had the pleasure of watching Michael Jordan play live. I've had the pleasure of seeing LeBron James on countless occasions whenever I was living in Miami play live, and LeBron sees the whole floor. LeBron, to me, appears to look to pass first and then will score when the option to pass is not available. And that is something that you would never see out of Michael Jordan. I've only seen Jordan play once live, but I've seen him on television many times, and I've just got to say that really wasn't his thing. Preferred teammate, 63% of people say that Michael Jordan was probably a better preferred teammate. Again, that's subjective. I would say that there are a lot of people that enjoy playing with LeBron just as well. Better clutch performer, absolutely Michael Jordan at 74%. Choice to take the last shot, 76% say they would rather have Michael Jordan take the last shot. Now, a lot of that's going to come down to the history and the way it's written. And the way the history is written is we see the highlights of how good a player is. You have seen LeBron James miss shots in the clutch. Michael Jordan has also missed shots in the clutch. You're just not seeing them. You're seeing the greatness. And there will be a time whenever you'll be able to step away from this and we'll be able to look back at LeBron's career, and there will be a much deeper question over who was greater, because you will be able to look in real time. Who was greater? Was it LeBron? Or was it Michael Jordan? And when you're just looking at highlights, when you're just looking at the best of what a player can do, LeBron is going to come way up on that scale. And he is going to catch up to Michael Jordan that way. When you're watching a career happen, Kobe Bryant retired from the NBA and was never part of the conversation again for some reason. And he was an amazing player. But LeBron had stolen the Kobe thunder. Kobe was the closest like Mike, and LeBron showed up and everyone was like, oh, LeBron's like Mike. When in reality, the truth is Kobe and Mike are just so similar. That should have been the comparison forever. And LeBron should have been compared to a Larry Bird or another small forward. But, we want to have the comparison of LeBron versus Jordan, and that's what people want. Who was more amazing? I mean, who knows who was more amazing? I guess it was Jordan. Who knows? That's not even a fair one either. More likely to win one-on-one, I would say, and against each other, this is a tough one too, because while Michael Jordan was probably a better, quicker athlete because of his size, LeBron is just such a big individual, and he's not a slacker as far as being an athlete. Quick feet, bigger body. I would say one-on-one that LeBron may actually wear Michael out. So I don't think it's 65-33. That's my opinion. The last couple of things on here, I want to go over these because I think these are important, and these are what make the difference between Michael and LeBron, even in real time. Positive impact off the court. LeBron James, 38%. And that is simply because LeBron James is fake. And I'm a fan of LeBron James's game. I loved when he came to Miami. My businesses were, as a byproduct of LeBron James, my businesses made a ton of money. As a product of LeBron James, I was able to appear on ESPN, Good Morning America, the NBA channel. I'll talk about that one day. It'll be a great story I'll share with everybody. But so I'm not a fan of LeBron James. I am a huge fan of LeBron James. But I live in a realistic world, and I know that when I see LeBron James do something, it is completely and totally fake all the time. Those videos that ESPN were showing for a while of LeBron James having Taco Tuesday with his family, singing Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, it was completely and totally contrived. So contrived, LeBron is so detached from reality and so contrived of an individual that after he did that and he got a little bit of like, oh, people got excited because LeBron said Taco Tuesday, he tried to copyright the words Taco Tuesday. Yeah, LeBron, because you made those up. So positive impact off the court, I think it's 90% Michael and 10% LeBron. I do appreciate the fact that LeBron invested a lot of money, or didn't invest, donated a tremendous amount of money to some schools in the area that he came from. That is great. That's a stand-up way to do it. But if you're looking at overall positive impact off the court, you would go, I would say, Michael Jordan all the way. But again, there is still that level of time now. We've seen Michael Jordan over the last 20 years, and he has maintained that ability to be that positive person off the court. Better look. People seem to like Michael Jordan's look better. LeBron would probably have done better with his look if he didn't have that stupid beard. I have no idea. He's like, again, he's trying to be James Harden. You don't need to be James Harden. You need to be LeBron James. You don't need a beard. Shave the beard. Be yourself. Grow a goatee. Be your own original person. Try that for a minute, LeBron. Better signature sneakers. 79% to Michael Jordan. How is this not 100%? I had the first pair of Nike Airs. Maybe I had the second pair. This is pre-Jordan. This is how old I am. I had the second pair of Nike Airs. They were literally the most comfortable shoes I ever wore in my whole life. They had this air technology that were so comfortable that they were ridiculous. Michael Jordan, they made the first pair of Air Jordans, which were, to me, the ugliest shoes I had ever seen in my whole life. They were the same color as Chicago Bull uniforms. They went with nothing. They matched nothing. They were just terrible shoes, in my opinion. And they took the air technology out of them. People never talk about this. They took the air technology out of them. And they still sold billions of copies. Billions of pairs of those shoes. And Air Jordan is a style. That the Jumpman, it's got its own little thing. It's got it's such a big difference. I think it's 100% to 0% for better signature style, fashion, and sneakers. And the last thing, better signature sneaker performance. I've never worn LeBron's sneakers, and I haven't put on a pair of Air Jordans since the first ones because they were so terrible. So I cannot possibly measure in on this, but the world says the Jordans are 77% and LeBron's are only 23%. If you have a difference of opinion of any of these things, leave the opinion in the comment section below. And don't forget to like the video. I got to start saying that more. I read this whole thing about the YouTube algorithm and how it works. And I got to get better at it,